Hello, friends. Almost good afternoon. 1st September, first day of the month. So there is a new hero of the month, AreaX. REX or REA or Area. Depends on which part of the world you're in. Excuse me. So it'll be pronounced accordingly. Uh, Having said that, visit class dude or babe actually, from the looks of it, the way I check her out now. So the babe is visit class. This will activate every month. It decreases by 30 odd days. First passive is the resistance to special skills blockage, and the second passive is resistance to water damage. Going into the stats, 871 attack, 747 defense, and 1687 health. While health is on a good number, 747 defense is bullshit. Absolutely low. And 871 attack is okay, because yesterday I spoke about this fellow having a base attack of 997. So, while the health is almost matching up, the defense is 100 units down, and so is the attack. Going into the special, Radiating Frost at slow speed. Deals 380 damage to the target. Okay, wax 1. The attack chains through all the enemies who are adjacent to any hit enemy. So, that's 380 whack which chains through. And the target receives 374 frost damage over 2 turns. Well, Dunes is over here, so let's check Mr. Khufu. He is more than a year old, or almost a year old, I can say. He was one of the early fellows to be introduced. So what does he do at slow speed? He has these stats, plus he does the same. This damage, he does 450 damage to the target, which chains through and gives minus blah 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 elemental defense down. So almost a year later, this fellow comes in at slow speed with pathetic stats. Okay, this is higher than Khufu. This is terribly lower than him, which means you have to use your emblems. I would use the emblems in a combo of sword and defense, and get this a little better. And the passives are about resistance and not about damage. So that's where this is the balancing factor. The frost damage is equal to that sand damage the fellow gives. So that's your reference point for AreaX. Now the good part about, so I'm going to talk about what is the good thing about AreaX. He will be very useful in events because hard whack with chains through. That's that. The only bad thing is frost damage is only on the target. Had it been on all enemies, that would make AreaX absolutely brilliant, because then that will give him some good power because he's slow speed and would have a better utility. And that's what Khufu, 1-year-old Khufu, does in this game. He not just destroys, because that 450 is still pretty high, and the sand damage more often, because of his slow speed, the percentage is higher and almost shows up, I would say, 8 out of 10 times. It is almost 10 out of 10 in my experience, but I will say 8 out of 10 times just to keep some sense in the discussion. So that's the disappointment with these heroes of the month that are given out in mediocre with limitations and stupidity of SG, because they give out heroes of the month, but they don't make them really cool and fun. Occasionally they do sort of the 12 heroes of the month that come out in a year. I think 2 of them are good enough. The other 10 vary between extreme stupidity and medium. So I will leave it at that. But AreaX in the current form is also not bad, but he can be made a little better without much. So those are my thoughts. Very good use in events and across all types of play. Especially in rush, he will be very useful because slow becomes non-slow in rush. So the tournaments and the, I would say, wars, he has utility because there is a rush format available there. And also events where the battle items ensure that your heroes can be charged up and sped up much faster. So that's the thought. I won't give him any rating. I almost was going to give a rating to, give some kind of an idea, but no, I mean, he has use. Obviously, it is roster driven. Certain rosters, AreaX would be brilliant, I would say, straight away, because that chains through damage is really, really useful. Uh, Target and nearby, if not all, at least target and nearby should be able to get, and that really chains through. Or say that the frost damage also chains through. So whoever has received the damage automatically gets the frost damage. That aspect would have been brilliant. But okay, it is what it is. So I hope this helps. Good luck to you, and cheers. Oh, I forgot. In Rush, this really comes in handy because the chick, Alfrike, or any of the other fellows won't be able to stop him. See you in the next video.